I'm sorry that I can't. I didn't do it for like months. About the 15th anniversary of the chase and also CEEFAX. But CEEFAX is more important, even though loads of people know the chase on ITV1. But look, I feel like because I'm a vintage sorry, I like weird old rubbish. So all I know from CEEFAX, it came out in 1974, and it's a BBC machine on the TV or whatever. It's the 50th anniversary from September Wise, and also it's basically nowadays, because you got more technology, you got more apps on your phone and stuff like that. Back in the day, you just had BBC Sounds, BBC Sports, or BBC Weather. That's all you had on CEEFAX, and I think there's more about it in like 1974 to 2011 or whatever, until the new apps came in. I know that apps came out in like what? Yeah, 2011 or something like that. But yeah, fascinating. I know of CEEFAX before it came on to the news, BBC News in September wise. I know that, but I just wanted to make a video about it. But because I had loads of stuff going on and all that doodah in September, I couldn't do it. And this is nearly November that I'm recording this, and it's shocking really because I'm recording this on the 30th of October. But anyway, so yeah, that's what I know about CEEFAX. It's basically an old version of BBC Sounds, BBC, nothing to do with radio, but just BBC, you know what I mean. BBC Sounds, BBC Weather, and all that doodah. Basic way of, you know. But if you want to see more of CEEFAX or whatever in the BBC website, I'll put it down below. But the chase wise, I'm not a lover of the chase. It's okay. I do watch on a Monday to Friday, but sometimes on a Wednesday I might be going out somewhere, or probably on a certain day. I think it's a Friday, I'm not sure. But some days I don't watch the chase because I do something else. Obviously, that's all we do when you want to watch TV. But sometimes you look. I know it's probably on ITVX, but we're not bothered. We got look. In my family, we got BBC iPlayer, we got Netflix, we got ITVX, we got all that lot. My Five, those all shows. I mean, streaming stuff. We're not that rich enough to have Disney Plus and all that, and Paramount Plus and stuff like that. But anyway, that's not the topic here. I know, but with the chase, all I know about the chase really is that Anne Hegarty, as the governess, is knocking on a little bit. Well, she is not. She's older than Bradley Walsh, and even the Dark Destroyers, all of them are aging apart from the new guy from Ireland, Dara. He's in his 40s, obviously, but you don't see that. But everybody else, that's the same thing with Jenny, and she's in her 30s, but she looks. But what I'm trying to say is most of them age, and there's nothing really interesting about it. I get it if it was like, I don't know, the 20th anniversary or something like that. But the thing is, there's another anniversary that I missed this year, probably, I don't know. It's the 80th anniversary of The Wizard of Oz. So I'm going to review, hopefully, fingers crossed, that I'm going to review Wicked next month, or when I'm recording this, obviously. Wicked at the cinema. And that's for next August. Can't speak. Next August in 2025. So I can review, because I knew that there was going to be a new Wizard of Oz film. But there's 85th anniversary. Finally, I can talk now. But yeah, I know, it's weird. That's all I want to say. I'm so sorry that this video is short and I haven't got much information about CEEFAX and the chase and even the 80th anniversary or something about the Wizard of Oz 1933 or whatever. Or you know what I mean. So yeah, I'm not sure, but I wanted to do these sort of anniversary feedback not lost, but you know, I mean, can't do it sort of thing, since whenever in mid, sort of late, nearly post mid 2024. So obviously I wanted to do Wizard of Oz 85th. Okay, to be fair, I hardly knew about the 85th anniversary of the Wizard of Oz, but I do know that there was kind of a thing going on with a new Wizard of Oz film, but I'm not sure what it was, if it was fake or not, or stuff like that. But then there was the 15th anniversary of The Chase, and then it was CEEFAX or something like that. So obviously there's a mix up with different anniversaries that. So you could say if there's a playlist called all the anniversary specials, this is kind of like a feedback why I didn't do all these sort of anniversary special stuff. That do you know the reason why? Because I was either busy, or you know when sometimes you do YouTube videos and there's loads of mostly obviously all you lot, where you all do videos in a month, and every time I do a video in a month, there's not much days, because I do this day or that day or that day or that day. It's not any other day. Or what weird, but you know what I mean. So there's loads of different sort of days I can do, and when you get to a certain point, there's not much Saturdays, there's not much Wednesdays, there's not much more Fridays. You know, there's not much days to do either a I don't know, a Chase anniversary special or CEEFAX anniversary special, or let alone the Wizard of Oz one. But at the time when I was recording it, I want to say in February about and then I scheduled it to August, so I don't know, but I'm so sorry if that was the case and all that doodah rubbish. And look, I'm not really interested in The Chase. I watch it because it's a daily sort of dinner time thing I have with my family. It's not the most interesting show ever. Okay, it is, because I really want all the contestants to win money and stuff like that. But the thing is, why with the Chase Celebrity Special, I know it's for charity and stuff like that, but they make it so easy for the contestant, not for the charity people, the celebrities. But that's just rubbish. I know that celebrity. Oh look, I miss the original. I know this is going on and off a tangent, and it's nothing to do with the Chase or all the other anniversary specials topics, but for some weird reason, let me say this: for some weird reason, for me, I like the original catchphrase, not the one with Roy Walker in the 80s and stuff, not even the women version in the 90s or whatever. But I'm talking about the original ones with contestants from 2014 to, I don't know, I want to say 2018 or 17 or something like that. But then I do Celebrity Chase, and it's so boring. Okay, it's interesting that sometimes I used to watch it live, but you know what I mean, when it was first aired in like 2019 to now. But they even do 2022, not lost episode, but put in the archives on the ITV. So they release it in 2024, 3 or whatever. No, 2024. So what I'm trying to say is, the celebrity ones are okay, and they're not that funny, but they're trying to make it all funny and interesting, but it's not for me. There's nothing to do with the catchers, I know, but I just want to say most celebrity shows are not that good than the original contestants one, so that's why I don't really like the celebrity one, but I watch it because my family likes The Chase. We're not like it than other interesting shows we watch, but so that's my thoughts on The Chase and how, I don't know what else to say about The Chase. I know that I don't know, it's 50-50, but with I know what I'm supposed to do is just write things down and say it, but even if I write things down, I'm not really good at reading, I'm good at listening, so that, but at the end of the day, it's gradually going to... Could we just talk about the Wizard of Oz Anniversary special? I can't even bloody speak now. The CEEFAX Anniversary special and The Chase. So let's talk about that, not going off with a tangent. But yeah, the Wizard of Oz, I do know lots of stuff about the Wizard of Oz, like, guess what, some bits in the Wizard of Oz has a hanging Munchkin actor that never was in an actual film, or I even saw the Tom and Jerry ones that are really, really rubbish, but at the same time it's good. There's lots of different, and I haven't even seen the one with can't remember her name, but she was also in The Craft. I haven't seen the Return of Oz one. Okay, so I've seen some of them, and I saw the crappy ones, I saw the remake ones, I even saw Oz the Great and Powerful, and that was great. But yeah, The Wizard of Oz, I need to check out more when I review Wicked, sorry. It's in my head, I can't say it. But yeah, I need to talk about that when I watch the film, because I haven't even seen the musical, let alone talk about the 85th anniversary or 80 whatever of The Wizard of Oz. So, and yeah, CEEFAX, I just want to say, I know I said this before, but what I'm trying to say is, it's an old version of BBC Sounds, old version of BBC Weather, an old version of, BBC Sport. So that's what CEEFAX is. I know there's loads of more stuff, and it's like what you kind of see in those 90s computers with those all weird effects, but in BBC terms, that's what CEEFAX is. So thank you much for watching this crappy feedback, why I didn't do these all anniversary special videos. And if you didn't like this video, do you, because at the end of the day, I didn't really want to do it, but at the same time I want to do it because I just want to, because otherwise people are thinking, why didn't you do this special anniversary special? Why you didn't do this special? Why did it? So that's what I'm telling you. But I got nothing really. So thank you much for watching, and I'll see you all next year, because obviously you're gonna see me in the next video if you have subscribed and did the notification bell. But if you didn't know, I finished all these videos for this year. Even in January extras are done. But yeah, the next thing I need to do is not sadly, but I need to do Hobbit month for, February in some months' time. But I'm gonna probably do it in November, hopefully, fingers crossed. But anyway, thank you much for watching this video. I'll see you next time. Bye. Yeah, I got nothing. Sorry, guys.
Today marks 50 years since CEEFAX first appeared on our screens, the world's first teletext service. Do you remember it? Now, CEEFAX was developed by BBC broadcast engineers in the late 60s who found spare lines in TV pictures that could be used to transmit words and numbers. There was everything you could ever need: the news, the sports scores, the weather forecast and TV listings, with just a few clicks of your remote control. With all of this on offer, CEEFAX quickly became a sensation. By the 1990s, 22 million people were using the platform weekly, making it the most read news source in the UK. But then the internet and smartphones took over, and the service came to an end in October 2012. So 50 years on from its first appearance, Tim Moffat has been looking back at the history of CEEFAX.
CEEFAX, a name manufactured from Seeing Facts.
It was mind-blowing. Text on your telly.
You don't even have to wait for the next news bulletin before you find out what the news is, because it's like a book or a giant encyclopedia with hundreds of pages, and you can dial any of those pages as you go.
The scene's now set for the thousands of viewers with CEEFAX sets, perhaps over breakfast, to read the latest news at the time they want to.
Oh, what's that about South Wales on there?
Long before the internet, CEEFAX was at the cutting edge of technology.
This will be changing all the time as the financial
right.
the index is changing.
If the index changes, it can be updated more or less instantly.
Okay.
The Centre for Computing History in Cambridge, where teletext fans and pioneers have been celebrating its anniversary. Cutting the cake, Ian Morton-Smith.
Early morning, when the first CEEFAX newsman, Chief Sub-Editor Ian Morton-Smith, arrives for duty.
I was there at the beginning, watched it grow. I think there were 4 sets when CEEFAX first started that were equipped to receive the signal. And by the time I left, there were 22 million viewers. You controlled access to the information. That's what made CEEFAX special. And then, of course, along came the internet and killed it stone dead.
CEEFAX's financial section.
For those using CEEFAX for the first time, the big question.
Graham, how does CEEFAX work?
Well, it's an ingenious way of using the television signal to get pages of information onto the TV screen. The normal television picture is made up of a number of lines, but there are spare lines at the top, and we use these lines to carry CEEFAX.
A programme system of an entirely new kind.
Teletext took off.
And it's all done at the touch of a button.
After CEEFAX came Oracle on ITV, and later Foretel on Channel 4.
It's a fascinating insight into the past.
Jason Robertson has archived thousands of teletext pages.
1981, Sunday the 12th of April at 5 to 1. These are the pages that you would have seen.
Old television programmes recorded on videotape also contain teletext information from the time.
People have been very generous and sent me loads of videotapes. I've got a garage full to go through.
They need someone to decode that information,
yeah,
and that's where you come in.
That's where I come in.
Why do this? Why archive all these old pages?
I mean, we've got newspaper archives, loads of those. Why not a teletext archive as well? Because the good thing about teletext, of course, is it's impartial. Newspaper archives can be quite partisan, but CEEFAX has to just tell the facts.
Heavy set and blocky fonts and vibrant, violent hues imparting TV listings, the weather, sport and news.
The 50th anniversary has inspired this tribute from poet James Domestic.
With super chunky graphics and clunky animations, everybody knows the joy was in its limitations. It's a very nostalgic thing. I mean, I remember growing up in the 80s and 90s and you'd see it, and it really does, you know, it sort of almost didn't notice it had gone at first, and then suddenly you do, and then it's just not there. This town's too small for both of us. CEEFAX, you must be shelved. CEEFAX knew the web had won and skulked off in 2012.
But when it began, CEEFAX seemed to be paving the way to a digital future.
Chess, bridge, crossword puzzles and many other games appeared to lend themselves to the format of the television screen. And looking even further ahead, there's the really exciting possibility of using a domestic television receiver as a home computer terminal. Far-fetched? Well, hardly. After all, it's not so very long ago I discovered that by doing this, I get that.
The good ship CEEFAX, pioneering, popular, but swept aside by the tides of technology. Tim Muffet, BBC News.
Lots of you love CEEFAX.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Lots
Isn't
of
it
you.
quite how nostalgic it is? We've had lots of you in touch this morning with your memories of watching it, and also memories from Ian this morning, who worked on it.
He sent in these photos from sometime during the 1970s. He worked as part of a team looking into ways to display text on TV screens. These are very good photos.
He's the original Mr. CEEFAX. They eventually created the system which adjusted the number of characters on a row and the number of rows on the screen, and the rest is television history.
And of course,
Ian,
that was
thank
really
you.
important, wasn't it? Because you used to write CEEFAX.
I did. I remember working on it, and you had to get exactly the right number of characters for the headlines and then all the following lines.
It's not easy.
You'd have a complicated story, you have to sub it down to like 3 paragraphs.
It's like going in and doing a crossword every day.
And I never knew how it worked until this morning and I saw Tim's piece. Great
That doesn't
stuff.
surprise me.
I have no idea.
So, you can buy a special collector's edition of the movie in 4K in both the United States and in America. Now, the UK edition, the 4K Blu-ray at the very least, is not region encoded, because 4K Blu-ray as a standard isn't region encoded. So let's open it up and see what we get inside. So it's cellophane wrapped a little bit. It does come with a little 80th anniversary sticker on there, which I'll save for later. And it comes in this nice Emerald City Deco green cover. So it's cardboard, insert cover on top. On the back, it shows you the contents of the special edition. So you get the 4K feature film, the Blu-ray feature film, the Blu-ray special features, CD soundtrack, over 2 additional hours of special features. I won't say new because a lot of them have just been brought over from other sets, but you do also get some extras inside that aren't new to this particular collector's box set. And there is no other collector's box set right now, you only get the Blu-ray box set, there's no DVD version. So without the slipcase, you actually get this red, hard cardboard box with this very pretty yellow brick road swirling into the red road from the Munchkin country. Now, I didn't know that you got this because I've opened this today with you guys. And when you open it up, you get this pretty little pop-up of the Fab 4 on the yellow brick road. So that's a nice touch that I wasn't expecting. So next, we take off the hardcover box set, which doesn't go all the way out actually, it seems to have like a drawer. And inside, you've got a little ribbon, so you pull up the box there. So it seems to be, we've got a little envelope with some goodies inside. So let's have a look. So in there, we have a limited edition Wizard of Oz print from the movie. So another one with Dorothy and Toto, or Terry. Scarecrow, Dorothy, Tim and Toto. The Fab Four. The Wicked Witch and Glinda. Tin Man, Dorothy and the Scarecrow. And we actually get a marvellous map of Oz, which for those of you that know your Oz, you can see that you have the MGM, Emerald City in the centre of Oz. The Munchkin Country is blue in the east. Winky Country is yellow in the west. The Gillikin Land is purple in the north. And the Quadling Country, where Glinda's castle is in the south, which is interesting given that they have this as a MGM Oz map, that Glinda is from the north in the film, but south in the books. Particularly as they have made MGM because you've got Nico, the flying monkey over there, we have the Ruby Slippers there, the movie version of Toto, and then a map to confirm north, south, east and west. But still, it's nice to have that included. We also have what looks to be, let's have a look, a poster of the movie, if you can see that there. Now I don't know if this is an original poster that was ever used or has been created for this. I'm sure if you want to comment down below, let me know. So that's what's in the first envelope. So there are your 80th anniversary collectible goodies. Inside there. So carry on now with the contents of the box. So again, the ribbon now moves to the top, and in here you actually open this out to get to your 4 discs. So you have the feature film on Blu-ray, which is from this new box set. We get the Blu-ray special features. We also get the 4K Blu-ray, which is a little bit weird, this box, so it's not the usual, it's more of a clip system. And then we also get a CD with the soundtrack on. And underneath all of these, you get used to this clicking system. You've got some artwork from the film, and some more artwork from the films with the Popfield. Pop those back. Let's have a little look and see if the disc in the single one matches. No, on that one you have the Wizard of Oz logo as it is on the cover here, which is controversial to a lot of people who don't like that logo. And even the Blu-ray is a different colour, so the box sets are completely different. So if you are a completist and you want a box set and the Blu-ray is because they look different, then I'm pretty sure that you would like to have both sets. The anniversary box set itself, is it value for money? Then I'll talk to you about it in my review. It's quite different to the 70th anniversary box set that came out on Blu-ray, which I think featured a lot more for your money. However, it's still lovely to have the movie on 4K. So you do get this nice artwork. It's lovely to have the iconic road, red and yellow swirl. No, I don't know where the red road goes, and I don't necessarily assume it goes to the Quadling Country, given that the yellow road goes to the Emerald City. That's another Aussie debate. So I got a little bit bashed in the post, but what can you do?
The Chase and Show First as ITV quiz finally returns with huge format shake-up to mark 15th anniversary. In Monday's episode, viewers were treated to Double Trouble, where 2 chasers competed against the 4 contestants. Host Bradley Walsh broke the news to the team that they would be facing off against not 1 but 2 chasers, first battling Sean, the Dark Destroyer, Wallace before swapping out with Mark, the Beast, Labbit. But that wasn't the only shake-up for the milestone episode, as the 4 contestants selected to take part all had the same names as the chasers, Dara, Jenny, Paul and then. Viewers were excited to tune in for the special episode. With some writing on X, formerly Twitter, "Happy 15th anniversary y'all."